Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I've got a wig chat, very short, and then I have a comparison for you of Sydney by Henry Margu versus the brand new Chelsey by Henry Margu. Many of you have asked me what the similarities and differences are, and I will be sharing that with you today. Right now I'm wearing Candace by Henry Margu, which I purchased quite a while back, and I absolutely love this wig, so I decided to start out with it. Mine is in the color 10613GR. First of all, I want to start out with a great big thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of your comments. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for the thumbs up and even for some thumbs down. That's okay. I never thought that I would reach 40,000 subscribers. I think I'm close to 41 now, or at 41,000 now, but I never thought, regardless, I never thought I would reach this when I started my channel 4.5 years ago. You have all been so supportive. It has honestly, I cannot believe it. If you are new to my channel, a great big welcome to you. Thank you for stopping by. I am a retired school teacher. I taught elementary school for many years. I taught high school and I even taught college courses. And I retired in 2019. So this is a hobby for me. I only do it just to try to help other wig wearers out there. It doesn't matter if you have no hair, lots of hair, in between. It doesn't matter. We all wear wigs for different reasons, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. And I also want to thank you all for understanding that I am just a wig reviewer. I am not the brand. I am not the creator of these wigs. I'm just here showing you the wigs. I am just like you. As one of my good friends over at the beauty community once said, if it wasn't for all of you, I'd just be talking to the camera. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's start out first with the color 10613GR. And I'm going to start out with this color because I have Candace, I have Sydney, I have Chelsey, and I have a few others that I'm not going to bring out today, also in 10613GR. This is one of my favorite blondes, I think, all around. I don't usually wear blondes, but this is one of my favorites. This is a cool color. Henry Margu describes this color as a blend of a platinum and an ash blonde and with a medium brown root. Now, on some retailers, on some of their website, it is described with the platinum ashy blonde and with a chestnut root. So a chestnut brown root rather. So, you know, I thought, well, why are there differences between them? I was a bit confused on why some retailers had it as a chestnut brown root and some had it as a medium brown root. And because the color code is a 10, which to me is a medium brown. And when manufacturers send the color codes, color descriptions to the retailers, there is not someone sitting at the retailer typing in all of the information. All of that information is actually transmitted directly from the manufacturer to the retailers. That's how the information gets from point A to point B, to what we see. Because I knew this, I reached out to Henry Margu and I said, why the difference? Why is it going on some sites as a medium brown and on some sites as a chestnut brown root when it's really the same color? And they said, it is the same color, Marlene. It is a medium brown. For marketing purposes, we decided to call it a chestnut brown. So there you have it. In case you are wondering, like I was, with why it's on chestnut in one and medium in the other, that's the reason why. They said that they have not changed their color. That's just the way they decided to do it, because chestnut brown sounds prettier, I guess, than medium brown. Nevertheless, it is a gorgeous color, and on some monitors or maybe on your device, you may be seeing it as a little bit darker. Some may see it a little bit lighter. Before I show you Sydney and Chelsey, and do the comparison, perhaps some of you may have a question about Candace. The difference with Candace, as opposed to the two that I'm going to show you, Candace has a center part, a lace front, and it has a little bit of layers. Has a little bit of layering, kind of what we're going to see in Chelsey. But the biggest difference is that Candace has a center part. I absolutely love this wig. If you love a no permatease, if you like a light density and you want a center part, Candace is the way to go. It is a very, very low density, no permatease wig. I purchased Sydney a while back. I'm going to show you the cap. I reviewed it a while back, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the cap again in case you are not familiar with it. With Sydney, we're going to have a temple to temple lace front. We have a full mono top. We have felt covered ear tabs, an extended nape, and you can see how much I had to cinch it in order to accommodate my 21.5-inch circumference. We have a good amount of stretch on Sydney, and this is pretty much the norm that I have found on most Henry Margu. Keyword here is most. So nice stretchy cap. Now I'm going to show you the cap on Chelsey. Chelsey was sent to me from Shirley's wig shop. I will leave the link to it listed down below. I did a sneak peek on it and I am keeping it. Shirley actually sent it to me in 2 colors and I absolutely love, love, love Chelsey. I am definitely keeping this one. All right, as we saw on Sydney, we have a temple to temple lace front. On Chelsey, we have an extended lace front. It goes from ear tab to ear tab. On both styles, we're going to have a full mono top. Now, here is the big difference. On Sydney, we have a weft cap, and as I mentioned, it has quite a bit of stretch to it. On Chelsey, we have a partially hand-tied cap. On the portion up here that is hand-tied, we're going to have stretch. However, the bottom portion is wefted with the material. There's no stretch here. Now, look at the difference. It runs smaller. Fits my 21.5-inch circumference. It fits me perfectly. But I didn't have to cinch it in. And this is Sydney in 10.6.13 GR. With Sydney, we have a little bit higher density than we find on Chelsey. That's the first thing. It is also longer. On Sydney, we have a 10-inch front that is also, it's the same thing on Chelsey. However, with Sydney, we're going to have the sides and the back are 13.5 inches. We don't have any layering as we find on Chelsey, I'm sorry. And the overall is 17 inches, while on Chelsey, it's 15 inches. So we do have a bit of a difference. Let me show it to you on all sides. And this is Chelsey, also in the color 10.6.13 GR. On Chelsey, we're not going to have any permatease anywhere where we have the monofilament or where we have any of the hand-tied portion. However, we do have a little bit of permatease right there where those wefts are at the bottom. The density also seems to be a little bit lighter on Chelsey than we find on Sydney. On Sydney, we do have some permatease because it is a wefted cap. So you're going to have a little bit, not a lot, but we're going to have a little bit of permatease around the crown, around the crown, right where the monofilament is, and to obscure some of the wefts and down at the nape as well. So very light density, you want very minimal permatease, then I think that Chelsey is the way to go. Chelsey also has layers. While on Sydney, we have the same measurements on the sides and the back of 13.5 inches. On Chelsey, we have layers between 5 and 13 inches on the sides and on the back. So you're going to have lots of layering. And the overall, as you can tell, it's going to be shorter on Chelsey because we have 15 inches versus the 17 inches that we have on Sydney. The front on both styles is 10 inches. So we're going to have that shorter layer on the front, the same on both. Where it's going to differ is going to be on the sides and on the back. So I do want to mention something about the color. While Henry Margu describes this as that blend of platinum and ashy blonde blend, I feel, and those of you that have 10-6-13 GR, let me know your thoughts. It almost seems as if there's some sand blonde or some light, very light blonde, maybe like running through. I think it really gives a dimension. Now, that's not specified in the color code, and it's not specified in the description on anywhere that I found. However, I am seeing a little bit of dimension there with that darker color. Thankfully, you're all just like me. You just want to see the color. You just want to see what's up with the wig. I get it. I know. I'm right there with you. So those are the similarities and differences between Sydney and Chelsey. Let me know if you have a preference between the two, or if you prefer Candace. If you like that center part, I know that Candace has been so popular, and honestly, I love that wig, but I've got to tell you, Chelsey is just like taking its place, and the reason why is because of the option to be able to part it in different ways. I also like the light density. I love the layering on it. So it really depends on what you like and what you're looking for. Now, I'm not trying to put down Sydney because I love Sydney as well. But if I have a choice between the three, then this is my choice. Let me know which is your choice. And as always, it's okay. I am not the manufacturer. I am not the brand. I am just a reviewer. I am just also, just like all the other Henry Margu, these are all synthetic fibers. None of these are heat-friendly fibers. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.